Hey guys, Josh Ball here with Kick Rest Lawns. Today's video is going to be about N-Ext products. I'm using RGS Air-8. I'm going to put it down on the front lawn and we're going to see how the results go. I actually recorded the main part of the throwdown about a week ago, and the footage of the lawn is from later this week. The results of these products I have been very pleased with. This is an unpaid, unsolicited kind of trial and error. I've bought all the N-Ext products myself. I'm a huge fan of them, highly recommend them, but definitely throwing down the RGS and the Air-8 in this week's video. So stay tuned. I've got some other products going down in the next couple weeks, and we're going to see how this year of liquid fertilizer and specialty products works out for your lawn. Hey everyone, I was going to try to get a mow in today, but the weather's not cooperating. Not stopping the neighbor, but cutting at 4 inches, this starts holding some water, so not going to happen. But it's a great opportunity to get some RGS down. I'm due for it. I didn't get a chance to do it the last couple weeks. Apparently the lid wasn't on, so now I have RGS on there. So here is a great note of always check the lid. More importantly, wash this stuff off quick. Wow, that is an amateur move. Well, if only concrete thrived on humic acid. Wow, that's money down the drain. You're gonna see me cry. Trying to wash it into the, come on, go. Wash it into the grass, get some overflow. Well guys, at Greene County, it looks like I'll be buying a little bit more. I didn't lose that much. Anyway, so I'm gonna get some RGS down. Didn't get a chance to my last application cycle. Just too much going on. So I'm mixing 3 ounces per 1,000. For my front yard, I have 1,800 square feet, so I'm gonna be just over 5 ounces for this zone 1, as I call it. And so I love this battery powered sprayer that I have. Matter of fact, I'll link to the review I did of it. I picked it up at GIE Expo last year at the sale price, and it is definitely worth the investment. I would definitely buy it for the full price. And actually this year I will probably purchase the backpack sprayer just for the backyard to be able to carry it around. So I'll go out here and get some spraying in and check back in a second. I just ran into a problem I haven't faced before. My nozzle just completely clogged up. Still have pressure in it, but nothing's coming out if I squeeze the trigger, not even air. So my thought is it's probably related to something clogged. I always rinse out with a hefty dose of water. But I would say there's something clogged in the screen. So I love the N-Ext products, but just by their nature, they're very rather present. Some of them you cannot mix together. They'll have a chemical reaction, but a little bit coming out there. So I always rinse out the tank and do some water. Just run through it before I put a different product in, but for some reason it's still clogged up. So I'm going to do some investigating there. The RGS. Add a little bit more water to it to start mix it up. With really any product, but in particular the N-Ext products, it's important to agitate it, get it mixed up real well, and that also includes prior to shaking it, getting everything mixed back up. Okay, I just got done throwing down, or shall I say spraying, the RGS. Now it's time for some Air-8. It's a liquid aeration product. It works to chemically break up the bonds within the soil, let oxygen and water down into the soil. I'm going to do 9 ounces per 1,000 square feet. So this first one calls for just about 16.2 ounces for this first application. Okay, so I've thrown down the RGS and the Air-8, mainly on the front yard and my side yard today. My backyard is an ongoing project, and we're going to do some regrading and sowing some seeds. So once I bring in the extra soil, I'll worry about putting in the RGS, Humic 12, everything down right before we go to seed and blanket it. I don't really want to invest too much in what we have there when it's going to be disturbed. So anyways, that's using my Field King Pro Max battery powered. I've got a review up if you want to check it out. So far, loving it. Now I just got to wash it out, and so I can take care of it and get many uses out of it. I've rinsed it out, put a little more water in, repressurize the tank one more time, let some of this water just run through the line, the hose, and the nozzle to help clean out any of the substance and filter. Highly recommend you do the same. This stuff is great. It's just the nature of chemical reactions. It's bound to happen. So moving forward, I have my next round of fertilizer. It's due to go down the next couple weeks, and for that I'll be tuning to my 1801 Greene Punch and my 700 Greene Effect. That is this is my first year all liquid. So far, having great success. One thing I will note that I've noticed, because I'm more of a spoon feeding than the traditional throwdown that usually happens, we're somewhere around about 1/4 pounds per nitrogen per 1,000, and I was throwing down closer to 0.75 or 3/4. So the growth is still there, but I have Notice a little bit less of a deep green, even with the 700 green effect in the 002 microgreen, whereas a lot of people calling it double dark. It's still not as green as it's been in the past, but the turf is very healthy. It's growing. I'm mowing 2 to 3 days a week. And we really haven't had that much rain right now. So that's just some of the things that I've noticed so far. I'm going to monitor. I actually like spraying a whole lot more than I like throwing down. Getting the spreader out and measuring it and all the weight and putting the track marks all on the turf just kind of annoys me. And I use the RGS, Humic 12, Air-8, all the other N-Ext fertility products, or sorry, specialty products, to the point that I'm spraying anyway. So it kind of one concept. I prefer the hose end. I prefer the tank over the hose end, but with the 1801 Greene punch, you need too much water. So that is one thing I highly recommend you use a hose punch or hose end for. But other than that, stay tuned, and we'll see what happens from here.
So weeks passed by. I've been able to get the RGS, the Air-8, I've watered it in. It's had time to get down into the soil and provide to the plants and the soil the benefits of each. And I'm having a definite greening effect. I think a little bit of rain we had this week, coupled with the added nutrients, definitely provided some needed nutrients and love that the turf was asking for. Overall, the products, in my second season of using them, I've seen noticeable difference from any lawn I've had in the past. Just got a drone this week. These are some fresh shots, but definitely pleased. If you'll notice where the cutover is, that is where I'm having some issues with drainage on the right side of the house, and definitely in the backyard. We're working on getting that worked out with the developer currently, and they're actually started that project this week, and I'll update that in a different video. But the front yard, it is definitely a dark green, mainly turf type tall fescue, a little bit of Kentucky bluegrass in there. But I overseeded this lawn back in the fall with GCI Turf Services turf type tall fescue. Shout out to Pete. If you're looking for seed, I really love the quality product we have, and I've received great results from that. So we're going to go on into the backyard project because that's important to me. So on the part of the house to the side and the backyard, if you can tell that the lawn is not turning out, any of the dark greening you're seeing is where I've used for some test plots for the different RGS products over the last 3 months, basically. Started about March 22nd, I believe, was my first application this year. But the front yard turning out great. The backyard definitely needing some work. It's mainly some drainage and erosion issues. I've got to bring dirt in to fill in all of the eroded areas. And so that project is going to be ongoing all summer. And I probably will throw down something here, even though it's getting ready to get hot in Kentucky, and then plan on a much more in-depth overhaul with seed and everything for the fall. But I'm going to try to get some stuff worked out so that we can actually use the lawn. But overall, the N-Ext products, I'm absolutely loving them. This is just this past week in my lawn that I'm due for some green effect, and green punch and some microgreen. So that'll be going down this weekend, and I'll do a before and after video of that as well. Other than that, I appreciate you all watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Let me know. Follow me on Instagram. I absolutely love everything I can learn from you as well. These are some amazing products, and there's a lot of great people out there in the industry willing to share and teach and learn. Till next time, I'm Josh Ball, Kickgrass Lawns.